Oh, hear music from somewhere near here. なんだろう。Oh, so probably this is the museum of white wax. わ、すげえ。おお。Wow, that's beautiful. Wahagate. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. So Kamihagake Jutaku. So this is like the museum of the white wax. Okay, let's explore. So I've just paid admission fee, which is 500 yen, 500 yen, and you can go enter this residence. So this Honhaga family is the main merchant of white wax during the Edo period until the Meiji 1920s, is where this industry started declining. And here you can see the inside of the facility, and also this place still preserves the the facility which was used to produce the white wax, and then which is the only one facility that you can see the the facility of producing the white wax in Japan still being preserved. So here it's like the second floor. Wow, it's huge house inside, and you see that, yeah, the ceiling, wooden ceiling, and so here are like the part of the ceiling, and then wow, I don't know where to start looking at. It's a very detailed description about this building as an architecture, and I think it was about when it was, like it's reinvented. Probably this building was once repaired, yeah, because of its, Canon Deca. Yeah. 保存修理、保存修理事業。Wow. So this one is like a tsurisagari, and then you see all of these because this building actually it was the construction was stopped during that process. That's what it says. Yeah. It's a very spacious place, and it's the going to the third floor. Wow. Wow, すげえ. These pillars, which looks very すごいね. Wow. See that, how to say, very, very thick. 3階の見どころ. Wow, so here you see like these two main, how to say, pillars. I don't know. Yeah, and then those are connected with these are like vertical, and then the how to say horizontal with the combined with the horizontal wooden pillars. Also like this is like a bridge between those two pillars, and then that's how they are built and then supports the this entire ceiling. Wow, you got to be careful on your head, yeah, if you are here. So I think this is like a merchant's facility that was used for residents, and then probably I saw like a garden, so I should check that part. Now I'm how to say came into this kind of like depth of the backside of the facility, and he has like a bathroom during the other period, and he has also what is is it? It says Hanare Zashiki. It's like it's a bedroom for guests. Okay, looks good. And here's very interesting. This is like a sanbeya, so maternity room, sanbeya. So this is where ladies give a birth to babies. And then here's it's a toilet, all type of toilet. There's also another one, and this is a dressing room for ladies. And then at the center here's also a garden like this. And here is a nice room. I think it's it's a guest room. Yeah. So that's like a merchant's residence, which is very spacious. And then the guidebook pamphlet said that this family at the time had about 20 servants, who served for their family. So which is really interesting. Oh, here they have like a business talk. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So here's like a kitchen where they cooked food. Sujiba. Yeah. Wow. Interesting. Yeah. That's like where they get. I think it's a well. Yeah. Wow. 5時か。間に合わねえんじゃね? Okay, I only have 15 minutes left to explore this place, which is closing at 5 o'clock. I don't know. Yeah, let's just try to look as much as possible. It's a huge place. Wow. How about I check this museum in 10 minutes. Then lastly I will stop by the facilities for producing the white wax. Wow. Okay, here. Oh. Well, probably I can't make it. Kilo. So the wax. So this is like the first place. How to say? First status of the wax. Kilo. So you squash the like a haze no mi. Then you get the oil out of that. Then makes it like hard, which has become kilo. So after that kilo, you get rid of impurities from the wax. Then you get purified one, which is this one, which is called white wax, hakuro. Then this one is used for like cosmetics and medicine. I'm glad that I actually look at it. Also, this is like the first place. So haze no kizu. Haze is like its origin is in Southeast Asia. Then in the Edo period, it was brought to Japan by the Ryukyu Island, and then they gradually propagated across Japan. Oh, here you see like how it's created. Yeah, it's harvest, and then making the powder, and then steaming. Also going to extracting the wax. Okay. Wow. Then making wax flowers. 漂白する bleaching. Then exporting. Wow. Interesting. That's good. All of these are, like a supplemental information, I think. So I think it's good to, know, wow, here this is like a scene showing how the government bureaucrat may have been welcomed by, a member of this Honhaga family. So, 接待ですね、接待. It's important. Interesting. Oh, here's also interesting thing. So this white box at international expositions, which was done in where? Paris in 1900, and also St. Louis 1904, and Chicago in 1893. So, wow, すごいね. Oh, this is very interesting. You should really visit if you're in Uchiko. Yeah, you can get a deep understanding about this, town. Good.
もともとはこういうような
これはキロってやつね。
はい、絞ったまんまのろうなんですけど、これが、天日でさらすとこの色になるんですよ。
なるほど。So I got a better understanding after hearing what those really are, and then I've seen them in the museum, but actually listening to what it's really used was really helpful. So this this family were cooperating with the people who like farmers of these hazenoki. Then so those people who cut the timbers of these hazenoki, then they press it into this kilo, then press it and then get the liquid, then make it harder as this kilo. Then they bring this to this place, Hagake, the family. Then, but when they purify and then tempi ni sarasu, so let them spread under the sun. They need a lot of land. So not only this facility, but also here there's like a junior high school right next to this place, and then all the ground were like all of them were used to as a land to dry this thing to make it this mokuro, which is like a purified version of this roll. So that's my understanding. Oh, here's a very easy description, illustration of how it's been created. Yeah, interesting. 溶かす、アクを入れる、水を入れる、かき混ぜる。Oh, here. Yeah, so 9 to 10, 11, 12, that's, how it's been made. Alright. So after giving a ride to people that I met in the guest house, I wanted to visit this place, which is producing Japanese candles. And then now they run by the 6th generation, Mr. Omori. So let's go inside. すごい。こんにちは。なんか撮っても大丈夫ですか？どうぞ。ちごもめよへ。作られてる。ここに手作業で。作ってるんですか。すごい。何年ぐらいになるんですか？
江戸の後期からになりますので、
はい。あ、すごい。
200年ほどですね。
200年。うわ
今日作業しているのは7代目。
あ、7代目なんですね。So now this place has been run. あ、そうです。ちょっとそうです。ゲストハウス泊まってて、so they've been running this place for about more than 200 years since Edo period, and then now he's the 7th generation who's now preparing the candles. それは今どういう段階なんですか？何をされてる感じなんですか？
こちらがわらうそくの原料となるハゼの実なんですね。ハゼの実から取れる木蝋をこの窯 で炭火で溶かして、
あ、溶かしてんだ。
はい、この和ろうそくの芯、こちらも手作りなんですが、
はいはい
この芯に素手で塗っては乾かし、塗っては乾かしと繰り返して、
うんうん
だんだんとこうバームクーヘンのような年輪状に太らせるんですね。
あ、そういうことなんだ。へ
木
え。
掛け製法といいまして、
はい
型に流し込むのとは違って大量生産はできないんですが、
うんうん
江戸時代の後期からずっと代々変わらない伝統的な製法で、すべての和ろうそくを手作りしている。
あ、全部手作りなんだ。すごいですね。へえ。これ一本作るのどれぐらいかかるんですか？期間的には。
作業自体はこう1日朝から夕方ま
はい
で作業して、1日に作られる本数がこの大きさによって変わります。
あ
一番大きな和ろうそくこちらになりますが、
はい
これになると1日に4本や5本ぐらいし
あ。ああ、
かで
なるほど。
きないですね。
すごい大きいですね。
はい、これはもう大昔。
あ、大昔の。
もう今はもうなかなか14これぐらいの大きさまでにな
う
る
ん。
ので、一番大きいのはこの100問目和ろうそくになります。
100問目って何の単位でしたっけ？大きさですか？重さでしたっけ？そっか。
1問目が 3.75g。
ああ、なるほど。300g ぐらいか。じゃあ400g かぐらい。へえ。一番よく売れるのはどのサイズなんですか？
そうですね、お仏壇ですとこの辺りの小さな
あ、小さいやつ。
ですが、最近はこう癒しの目的で使われる方も多いので、
あーなるほど
この辺りも
へ
ですね。
え。なるほど。
海外の方は大きいものばかり。
あ、買われるんですか？あ、そうなんだ。あれですか、何でしたっけ？そのろうそくの他の原料なんでパラフィンでしたっけ？どうでしたっけ？はい。
八百ろうそくの原料はパラフィン、石油製品ですね。
はいはい。違い的にはどんなのがあるんですか？
和ろうそくはこの原料がハゼの実なので、
はいはい
植物性のものに
ああ、
なります。
そっかそっか。うん。
なので黒いすす煙油煙や、
うんうん
こう嫌な匂いがしないという特徴
ああ、
がある
なるほど
んですね。
なるほど。うん。
でこの芯も一本一本手作業で巻いていくんですが、
はい。うんうん。
こちらはまず和紙を巻いて、
はい。
それから畳のいぐさ、硬い茎を剥いだ中の部分、
はいはい
そちらを巻きつけて、最後に都会子さんの絹で留めていきます。この芯がろうを吸い上げながら燃えていきますので、和ろうそくは風を当てなければろうが垂れないという特徴があります。
なるほど。
またすべて天然由来のものだけを使ってますので、石油製品のパラフィンロウのような嫌な匂いやすすが出ないという特徴があります。もともと電気のない時代の明かり取りとして使われていたので、こう食卓も照らせて文字の読み書きもできるぐらい大変明るいのが特徴ですね。風にも大変強いです。
あ、そっか、そういう違いもあるんだ。
はい。
なるほど。ありがとうございます。Very interesting. It's just amazing that they are still keep doing this traditional way of creating candles, even though there's more like widespread ways to do it. Okay. すいません、ありがとうございました。ちょっと I have just bought one from that, candle store. Yeah, I wanna try this one. Yeah, sometime.